Hello, guys, and welcome back to the Staircast. And today's episode number 5, and we're joined by my man, Aaron. Welcome to the podcast,
Thank you.
bro.
Thank you so much.
Now, you've done a lot in this uni in your first year.
Yeah, I did.
You've had quite an impactful year, honestly. And I remember speaking to you when the elections were going on,
Mhm.
and like you told me your vision, told me your goals, and I was like, yeah, this young man got potential. And to see the amount of stuff you've done, I would say I'm like a proud big bro, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And I'll start by asking you something that we ask all our guests:
Mhm.
3 things that you can't go a day without in uni.
Three things in uni that I
Yeah.
can go without. First thing, it's my AirPods.
Mm.
Without music,
No, no, no
no,
life. Yeah.
no life. The longer of travel, the best.
Oof.
You need music.
You do.
Yeah, it's
You
like my
do.
oxygen.
Without music,
Yeah,
life isn't
it's
there.
boring. It's boring.
That's fair. And after your AirPods, what's there?
Then it's my hoodie.
Ooh.
I always carry it around. Either my hoodie or my varsity.
Mm. I mean, like, hey, I also
Yeah.
got a varsity jacket, so like, I remember like there's some days when we both pull up, we don't communicate about
Yeah.
that. So like we pull up, we both like, yo, you got the 8R, I got a VM, we looking a little bit stylish. And after your hoodie, what's the third thing?
It's my phone.
That's
Yeah,
very
actually.
important.
Mhm.
Like you
No phone,
can't
no music, no music.
no
It's just
music, no
yeah.
life, basically. Like maybe we're too dependent on our phone sometimes.
Actually, we are.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
And we spoke about you liking your hoodie. You actually had your own hoodie business before.
I did actually.
How was that
Using
experience?
it was hard.
Difficult.
It was really hard because
Any startup is quite difficult.
like from day one till I made my first sales, it was really hard. I had to go to Ajman to get my hoodie. From there, I have to wait there for long hours. They have to print it out,
Ooh.
bring it home, then start promoting it. It took a long time.
And was it like because there's many hoodie businesses. Was it like people request what will you print on the hoodie, or you already had pre-designed?
I had pre-designs.
Ah, so it made the job a little bit more simple.
Yeah,
Because if someone was gonna ask you like, "Yo, can I get my name on this angle, 90 degrees, 50 to 45 degrees, whatever,"
yeah,
it would have been much more hectic.
it is.
What did you learn from that experience?
What I learned from it was it's not easy. Not just that, also we have to face a lot of criticism from people.
Mm,
A lot. People used to be like, "Who's gonna buy this?"
true.
The
True.
same people bought it from me.
No, like actually that's kind of life, ain't it? Like I'm a business student. So when it comes to like, starting businesses, like you see all the positives and negatives, and you like there's always good and bad. There's always people who are gonna, support you, push you to do it. There's also gonna be people who are gonna like tell you not to do it. And I'm pretty sure when you have that experience, how did you like what made you continue? Even though people are telling you like who's gonna buy this?
It was mostly when I see my mom.
Mm.
She's the one that invested in my business at
Ooh.
first. And she's like, every day she asks, "Did anyone buy it?"
Mm.
I was like, "No." She was like, "No problem. Just continue."
Different day.
Yeah. Well,
And
that gave me the power. Just gave me the motivation to do
true,
it.
true. Sometimes you just gotta lock in and filter
Yeah.
out the noise. And you told me that you had to take a break from that business for a little
hmm
bit.
I did.
What was the reason behind that?
Because the board exams, 10th, I
Uh,
mean, 12th board exams started and it was hard because managing exams and the
the
business,
business,
yeah,
and of course you're now in university.
university.
Have you explored the thought of restarting the business and like bringing it back up, or is it like a done and dusted thing?
No, I actually want to bring it back.
Mm.
But then investment,
Ah,
that's the problem.
guys, he needs investors. It's a decent, a little decent business in it. Little hoodies. Who doesn't love a hoodie? Like I know guys from experience can like go like, oh, 6 of my hoodies were with my ex. You know what I'm saying? So like people always need hoodies, and I think it's a nice thing to actually explore your own dreams and actually pursue them. Because I think now you're in accounting finance.
Finance.
So you're ready to put them ledgers and all that, get the costs and the revenues and all that. And speaking of your course, what was what have you experienced with that? Like, how has it been?
The starting was fun, actually.
It was fun.
It was fun. Starting was fun, but later on,
That's the first time I've ever
yeah,
heard someone say accounting was fun.
it was fun.
Joking, joking. I love you, accountants.
But then later on, it got harder and harder.
Mm. And how have you managed that?
Well, I took the course. I have to study.
You
I
have to
have to do it.
continue. And like, let's say, are your teachers like helping you guide, go through the things
Yeah, they're
which are
really helpful.
difficult? And like your classmates too. Like I'd assume that you guys, get together
Mhm.
and like just explore what you need to do, you know?
Yeah, they're really supportive. At first, I was like, when the first day of uni, I saw everyone. I was just sitting in a corner with my other friend from school. I was thinking, I'm not gonna make any friends.
Oh,
And then a dude just came up to me. He's like, he asked my name. Like, I told my name. He told me his name. And we both were like, me and my other friend was just gossiping. We were like, attitude. We're not gonna be good friends.
no, but
But then later on,
you've managed to make
yeah,
friends.
yeah,
Solid, solid. I know some of your friends, and those are some fun people, genuinely speaking. And I'd assume that together you guys help each other go through the course because I know accounting is quite difficult.
it is difficult.
I'm in my third year, of course, and I've classmates who I did a diploma course with, and they're now in the Sterling Accounting Finance, and they're telling me day to day, like, yo, I need to know this standard. I need to know this standard. I'm like, it's a pretty difficult course. So for you to actually take it, that's like commendable.
Mm,
You knew it wouldn't be easy, and you still went for it.
yeah.
But like, would you say accounting was like a little vision you had since you were young, or you had other dreams?
Not really. I actually wanted to go for forensic science.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I used to want to do forensic scientist.
But then my parents are like, you can't do it. Yeah.
Oh, oh, so your mom was like motivating you for the business, like, but science?
No, not for it.
No, not for you. But like, wouldn't you say like you wanted to prove them wrong? Like they didn't give you the
They
opportunity?
didn't give me the chance. They were like, just
Then
go for accounting.
okay. But the fact that you still maintain, your grades and all that, and you're still, managing the
Mhm.
thing, even though it's not your passion, I just it's a testament to just the values that you have as a person. When you start something, you don't want to
Leave it halfway.
exactly. Which brings me to something you told me you kind of stopped volleyball.
Yes.
You played volleyball before,
Yeah, I used to long back.
and why stop?
Because it was like we started when I was in 11th, if I'm right, with all my friends. But then once school was ended, most of them just left. They went to India, and there was no more people to play with, so I just stopped it there.
No, but Sterling has sports, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Well,
But
why not?
then
Why not try out for
I
the?
just lost my touch with the game.
I mean, if you have a passion for a sport, like sometimes you don't go through. Pardon. You don't go through the best of phases, and you get through like little rough patches. You may lose your touch, but then like if I like me personally, I play football, and like many times where I wasn't in the best of zones playing football, and maybe I didn't feel like it's my best ability. Maybe it's not my best moments, but the passion always drove me. So like, I want to see you next year playing volleyball. I want to be there supporting you. Getting all your friends like, yo, let's go, Aaron. Oh, he spiked. Oh, like, oh my god. Like, I think that's a fun part, of university life. Just getting a chance to play sports with you could play with your new friends now.
Actually,
The other ones who went to India, you're like, I can still play the game.
you know what? I'm going for it next year.
You're going for it
Yeah, I'm
next year.
going
I
for
want.
it. Yeah,
You better stand on
yeah.
that.
I'll
You better. If I was your one of your friends, Tahani, I would have made you do a pinky promise.
actually.
But like that's I want to see you do it honestly next year.
Actually, I tried to get into the team this year, but then I lost the touch, as I told before.
Yeah, but
But then, yeah, yeah,
steady progress. Because let's say there's some things that you tried, you didn't succeed at, but there's also some things that you did succeed at. You managed to get into the student council, and you were what, joint secretary?
joint secretary.
So in that moment, if let's say we compare our elections together,
Mm,
you won your election.
I did.
I didn't win my election. Uh, it is what it is. But I've learned from those mistakes, and I learned like, okay, sometimes you don't win at everything. You just have to take it at a steady pace. Um, Now let's go for a little game segment. I'll give you a phrase or a little statement, and you tell me your opinion on it. For example, you need a huge budget to start a business.
Hmm.
What's your opinion on that?
Not really. You don't need a huge budget.
Exactly.
You don't need a huge.
Like in this day and age, you can start a business
Yeah.
from like,
Even if it's a small investment, that isn't. You can start from there itself.
and then you just grow from there.
Yeah.
Lucky enough, our university actually has a bunch of entrepreneurs, and I just recently found out that you had the hoodie business before, so you on the list of entrepreneurs here. Um, I genuinely have a chat with those guys. There's like Naya from second year. There's Akash from third year. They have their own businesses. Maybe they might invest too. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The other thing is being on the student council is just organizing student food stalls.
No, not really. It's
What does being on the student council encompass for you? Like,
there's a
what
lot
have
of
you been
work.
doing?
Actually, there's a lot of work that is included. When people say it's just food stalls programs, but then the work behind it, it's
There's a lot.
it's a lot actually.
There's a lot. What have you done during the year?
Actually, we together as a student council, we organize multiple events, starting from freshers. Oh, no, starting from Halloween.
Mm.
Then we went up to freshers, sports day.
Oh,
Yeah,
so that is quite a lot of events,
yeah.
and people don't really see the side of that.
They don't say it.
Like I'm lucky enough to have been friends with almost each and everyone who is part of the council. I get those conversations, those little insights of like, oh man, we've been trying to deal with the budgets, we've been trying to deal with the organizing the DJ,
Mhm.
finding the venue, you name it. The final statement is accountants are boring.
I wouldn't agree with that.
You really?
Come on.
I mean, for me
Uh,
personally, accountants, it doesn't really excite me. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say the people are
yeah.
boring. I think the job doesn't
The work
excite me.
they
The
do,
work doesn't excite me.
it is hectic, but then if you love the job,
Then
it's fun.
it's fun. True, true, true. And mentioning the student council, we kind of have to explore how you went through it during this year. What drove you to join the student council?
Actually, if I'm right, 2 weeks after I joined, came into the uni and I saw posters everywhere saying that elections gonna happen. Apply, and then started asking everyone, should I go for it? People were like, yeah, fine, go for it. Why not? Just give it a try.
Mm,
So I
mm.
just went for it. I was like, I had no hopes.
No, but we had a
I
conversation.
yeah,
We had a conversation, and I remember you telling me, like, okay, yeah, I saw this opportunity and I want this opportunity.
yeah.
And I was like, go for it. And you actually convinced me that day. Like, I did vote for you. I don't know if you voted for me, huh? I don't think you voted for
I
me.
did. I did.
Sure.
I did. Come
You
on.
did vote for me. But that conversation that we had, I immediately started, what's it called? I started, campaigning for you, honestly. Everywhere I went, I was like, oh, what about joint secretary? I'm like, just vote for Aaron, that's my guy. And I'm glad that you won. Like, you've actually grown into a much bigger personality than you
Mhm.
actually realize, because we can compare like our initial conversations to the conversation that we have now. For example, when we're in the bus and we're talking about like life in general.
Mhm.
When I first met you, you were a lot more in your shell.
I
You
was,
were like, you wouldn't want to express your
yeah, I
opinion.
was introverted a lot.
Yeah, but now you kind of drifting maybe into like an ambivert. Maybe sometimes you're
Somewhat in
quiet.
the middle.
Exactly. And people like honestly, I've been in student leader positions in this university, and people do not understand. People don't know how much work it takes.
They don't. They
Like
just criticize
they
whatever we do.
criticize and they don't see.
They don't say it.
Like you guys have to deal with so much. Like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Like like events, planning events
yeah.
from scratch. Let's say you have to plan an event tomorrow. What are your first thoughts?
First thoughts, you have to make the proposal,
Mm,
then send it to the administration, whoever it is.
mm,
They have to approve it.
mm,
Then you have to give them a budget.
Mhm.
and they have to approve it. They won't approve the first time itself.
Oh,
They'll reject. You have to send the proposal again. Even for the ethnic day, we almost made like 5 proposals. They rejected all five.
5.
4 or 5. I'm right.
That's and the fact that you guys kept pushing
Yeah,
was what,
because we
5?
promised the students that we are going to have ethnic day. We
Mm.
can't just
You can't just say
yeah
no. But 5?
yeah.
I
That's a lot.
would have given up at 5. No, not even 5. I would have given up at 2. But you guys are pushing
Yeah.
5.
Thanks to our president, if she's watching,
Amina.
Amina.
Yes, sir. 5. Oh
5.
my god. And like behind the scenes, I feel like you get a whole different, like you're lucky enough to be behind the scenes and then on the scene
Mm.
to see what's going on. What's the biggest difference between, just have you had an event where you didn't really get involved too much in the planning and you just pulled up and you just saw what happened and
I did
then
ethnics. I was busy with my stall,
mm,
my friend's stall. I was helping him out. When you look from there, it's what do you say? It's easy. It looks easy,
easy?
but then it's not.
Yeah.
I could see Amina and Yasser running around
Ugh.
managing stuff. It's hard.
And then when you're the one who's
Just
in the
watching.
action,
Yeah.
it's a totally different thing. But what would you say are the best and worst parts of the whole being in the council thing?
Best part is that see, even though it's hectic organizing a program, but then once we do it and it's done and the satisfaction we get is
That's
that's
a
really nice. The feeling, oh shit, we finally did it.
yeah, true.
And then the hard part, I would say, it's the organizing itself. Is imagine you're doing a program, you can't just sit, you're running around everywhere
Mm,
doing stuff.
mm. The the before and after almost. Because before the event, you're like, oh my god, we're still organizing this, or
Mm.
still whatever. And then after the event, you're like, oh, thank God,
Yeah,
like it
we
went
did it.
well. And I think another thing that we mentioned was you getting out of your shell.
Hmm.
What would you say to someone who wants to get out of their shell? Because a lot of people
Um,
are afraid of getting out of their shells, but you've managed to do that.
Actually, it's not easy to get out of the shell because you're scared. You don't know what other people's gonna think. You don't know what they're gonna say. But then just give it a try.
Mm.
Just give it a try.
Yeah, one of my previous guests, Launch, he did speak valiantly about self value and
Mm,
self worth, and I think your journey from an introvert to just maybe ambivert and occasional extrovert is a testament to it's possible to get out of your shell.
it
It's
is.
possible to achieve your goals, and it's possible for you to just elevate yourself. And I'm genuinely proud. I can wholeheartedly say that I saw you from the beginning and I see you now and I'm like, wow, next year he's probably gonna run for the main secretary,
Mhm.
stepping up each year. And honestly, when you see people grow, it's an amazing feeling. Like you said, when you plan the event and then the event happens, you always have a satisfaction. It's almost the same thing when you see someone who came in rather silent, rather enclosed in their own space, and then now you see, oh my god, my bro is like running around, he's having fun, he's doing this, doing that. It's amazing. Anyways, before we close, I want to give you a
Mhm.
few rapid fire,
All right.
little statements, little questions, and maybe related to business or
Okay.
maybe related to your courses. And the first one is, I know you said you didn't want to do accounting,
Hmm.
but of the courses that we offer, if you could swap course for
Hmm.
1 week with any course,
Any course.
what course would that be and why?
I would go with software engineering.
Oh,
Yeah. I like the coding stuff.
oh, you,
Yeah.
have you got any experience with coding?
Not really, but then the gaming PCs, the laptops I
Mm.
got.
So
Yeah, yeah,
a little bit of a nerd
yeah.
side to
Yeah.
you. I said I'm gonna go from accounting to computing. Still hectic, but
But
like
yeah,
maybe you like the hectic life.
I get a gaming PC by end of the
True,
day.
true. And the second one is: would you rather get a chance to propose a business to Shark Tank or get the opportunity to lead the event with 1 day prep? Because I think both
Mhm.
are wonderful
Mhm.
opportunities. Well, one gets you probably investment in your business that you
Yeah.
want, and the other one probably gets you, people shouting your name for organizing an event.
I would go with an event with 1 day prep.
Because the moment that you get to do it, the moment that it
Mhm.
actually happens,
Happens. It feels really good.
it feels
Really
amazing.
good.
But you go on Shark Tank, they may not invest. There's a little doubt
Yeah.
in that. But yeah, um, one last thing. You're a testament to growth, a testament to stepping out of your shell. And I know you said it's not
Mhm.
easy,
It's not easy. Yeah.
but was there ever anything that someone said to you that allowed you to like say, "Oh, okay, I can get out of my shell"? Was there anyone who just pushed you to get out of your shell? Maybe a
Um,
special someone who just made you feel more confident.
it was actually not a certain person, but the group I was in,
Mm.
the people I was surrounded. They actually pushed me. They know how I was. They know I was introverted. I don't talk much. It used to get really awkward when I don't talk. But then they used to talk to me. They used to be like, just say something. It's all right. Just whatever is in your mind, just say it. No one's gonna judge you.
Mm.
That made me. Thing is that always surround yourself with the right people.
If you have a bad bunch
But
around
yeah.
you, they're not gonna bring the best out of you. They're gonna bring the bad out of
Hmm.
you. But yeah, bro, honestly, thank you for joining me for this conversation.
Also, thank you for the
And
opportunity.
like said, I'm gonna say this a million times. Even when I leave, I'm gonna say
Mhm.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Keep on growing. Keep on, getting better, leveling up. And yeah, I can't wait. Maybe next year I run for president, you run for a secretary, and we're in the same council. But yeah, and that brings us to the end of the episode. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure to share this episode to someone who needs to get out of the shell, maybe a little bit afraid. But follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify at Staircast Rack. Bye.